Second semifinal of the 2020 GNAC Men's Basketball Championships. The number 5 seed Alaska Anchorage with a 86-85 win over the number 1 seed Seattle Pacific. Joining us in the postgame press conference, head coach Rusty Osborne, along with players Oggie, Pantovic, and Tyrus, Hosley. Coach, what a tremendous game. Everyone in the stands was into it, exciting from start to finish. You got to be proud of these guys for the effort they showed today.
Oh, totally. It was a resilient effort. We came out and it'd have been easy to get down. We got Nico a couple of good looks early and he missed them, but we stuck with it. I thought our ball movement was much better today, and it shows in our shooting percentages. We got back to shooting it from 3 like we usually do. But before I go too far, what a great college basketball game that was, and Seattle Pacific. This team is a credit to our league, and Coach Leap has done a tremendous job. They've had to battle some injuries all year, and just a ton of respect for the job that Grant does with his group and the way they compete. And not only was it a good college basketball game, I thought it was a clean college basketball game. There wasn't a lot of chirping out there. It was just 2 teams going after each other and try to advance this time in the postseason. I think that our guys were just able to make one more play than theirs. They were doing a good job of taking advantage of some of their mismatches on us in the second half, but at the end we were able to get some stops, and both of these guys were able to hit big shots for us near the end of the game, and so we get a chance to play again. Like we told them, they can't stop us for 7 more games. They can't tell us to stop playing for 7 more games. As long as we keep winning, and so we want to keep it going and see what we can do.
Oggie, you were quiet early on, didn't really get a look until about the 6-minute mark in the first half. What changed? What allowed you to finally get the scoring machine going, finishing with the team high 23 points?
What I think is that the team at the beginning really focused on helping on me on the post, and as coach said, that was the plan, is for me to draw attention from our shooters, which obviously helped because we were up 15 in the first half. So I think that was our main game plan for. And after that, they all obviously had to close up to our shooters who were hot, and that's what I got an opportunity to score some points in the game.
Tyrus, SPU came out in the second half inspired. They made it close, took the lead briefly at one point, then became close down the finish. What adjustments did you see that had to be made on defense to shut down SPU?
We really just have to trust the process and terminate. They're a great basketball club. They're not number 1 in the conference, for no reason. So we just stay resilient throughout their runs. They hit some tough shots, but the ones that came off the rim, if we just try to terminate those, we felt like we could put ourselves in a good position to win.
Rusty, it was a little much more of a challenge tonight with foul trouble. Some of your key guys. Let's talk about how some of those bench players other players stepped up.
Tyler has played tremendous both games. Now statistically, he's not as good tonight, because he only got 5 shots. But look how efficient he is: 4 for 5, 1 for 2. I know he made a great pass to somebody at one point to get a 3-point play, and 4 rebounds in 20 minutes is pretty good work. Defending, and he's just playing within himself. He's looking like the old Tyler from last year, coming off that back injury. Most of the year he was really forcing things and out of sync, and as we've come along these last few weeks, he's really kind of got his rhythm back to him, I think, and so that helps us when we have another all-conference type of guy come out and play. And then Amari sat all last night, and you can look at his stat line and see that he didn't do much statistically, but he did do a lot on the floor for us. Giving us good solid minutes, didn't turn it over. Played solid defense while Tobin was out, and DeAndre had some good minutes, although not as many as usual. But it's a team effort all the time. Team effort doesn't mean everybody plays 20 minutes. Team effort means everybody's ready to go and contribute for however long you're needed to contribute. And so we needed that tonight.
Oggie, talk about what opened up for you on that play that resulted in the 3-point play that ended up being the winning points of the game. What it looked like their defense might have fallen asleep for a second there and you took advantage of it?
To be honest, I can't remember what happened. I just remember, I can remember that I took a shot and that's, I mean, I just saw the opportunity to pop because I saw the two guys were their two guys and my defender was crashing up to the ball handler, and I think the Tyrus passed to me the ball and I just get open and shoot a shot. I mean, just instinct, I would say.
Well, that's probably why he made it, because I mean, Oggie's a good shooter. But you know, coming into a different system, his percentages haven't been as good from three as they were in the past. He was a 43% three-point shooter on his team last year, and so he's capable of making that shot. And you know, I think when he didn't think, it was probably the best course of action. So.
Looking at tomorrow, you're going to get Western Washington in the final. Teams with two different styles of play. You're admittedly more of a perimeter team. Western Washington can go inside, outside with the big men. They beat you in both regular season matchups. The second one in overtime. You know, looking ahead, what do you see when you come in tomorrow?
Well, I think just similar to tonight. I mean, they beat us both games, and both games were close. You know, that was the same with Seattle Pacific. You know, through the first half of the league, we were the closest to Seattle Pacific in our game here at their place, and then it was a 2-point game basically. It ended up 4 when we had to foul at our place. So we had a lot of confidence, and we have a lot of confidence going into tomorrow night. You know, I think sometimes you know, people look at records and say, oh, those guys aren't that good, but our guys feel that they're good, and you know, we were competitive with them, and we were a little upset we dropped both of those games, and you know, we don't want to be swept by anybody, and we've beaten everybody in the league except them, so we're going to try and see if we can rectify that tomorrow night. But we also understand that it's a big challenge. I mean, not only physically big, but a big challenge because they're a very good basketball team who's won a lot of games, and but we'll go home, scout, and actually we'll go home, eat, and come back, watch our women's team, and then we'll get ready for Western Washington later tomorrow night.
I just wanted to add up that in Serbian basketball back at home, we have a saying that it's really tough to beat one team 3 times in a row, and I think that showed up tonight, and I still believe in that, you know, and that's why I think that we have a big chance to win tomorrow and going with great confidence.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right,
Thanks, guys.
yep. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.